The idiom I am going to present you today is a piece of cake, a beautiful idiom that you can use in your day to day life, in English conversations. The meaning of this idiom is something is very easy. යමක් හරිම පහසුයි කියන එකයි මේ idiom එකේ meaning එක. It is better to have a glance at the origin of the idiom. It could help you. It could help you understand the idiom better. Idiom එකේ ඉතිහාසය ගැන මේ idiom එක කොහොමද ආරම්භ වුනේ කියන එක ගැන අවබෝධයක් තිබීම ඉතා වටිනවා. ඒ ඔබට මේ idiom එක පහසුවෙන් තේරුම් ගන්න උදව් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. There is some kind of sociological significance in idioms. This is one such idiom. Idioms වල සමාජ විද්‍යාත්මක වැදගත්කමක් තියෙනවා. This is one such idiom. Well, you all have heard of the dark era of slavery in the United States. ඇමරිකාවේ තිබුණ වහල් භාවය ගැන, ඒ අඳුරු කාලය ගැන ඔබ අහලා තියෙනවා. Between 1776 to 1865. It is believed that this particular idiom, a piece of cake, was invented in the 1870s in the southern states of America. ඇමරිකාවේ southern states වල තමයි මේ idiom එක ආරම්භ වුණා කියලා විශ්වාස කරන්නේ. The area where slavery was most prevalent. The slave owners, වහල් හිමියෝ, sometimes organized dance parties or get-togethers. In these parties, black slaves, කළු වහලුන්, would compete in cakewalk. Cakewalk. A cakewalk is a kind of dance performance presented by slaves. Cakewalk කියලා කියන්නේ නැටුම් ස්වභාවයක්. The black slaves often mocked at the ostentatious white slave owners in their cakewalks. මේ කළු වහල්ලු තමන්ගේ නාට්‍ය තමන්ගේ රඟ දැක්වීම වලදී ආඩම්බරකාර ostentatious ආඩම්බරකාර වහල් හිමියන්ට වක්‍රාකාරයෙන් උසුළු විසුළුවක් වලට ලක් කළා තමන්ගේ දාසස් වලින්. Well, the slaves or teams of slaves sometimes who performed best at the parties were rewarded. How? With a piece of cake. මෙම dance parties වලදී හොඳට නාටුම් ඉදිරිපත් කරපු slaves ලට cake කෑල්ලකින් ත්‍යාගයක් ලබා දුන්නා. The reward they got was for their best performance was a piece of cake. The most interesting fact here was that the white slave owners did not understand that they were being mocked by the slaves in their cakewalks. මේ පුදුම දේ තමයි මේ සුදු වහල් හිමියන් අවබෝධ කරගත්තේ නැහැ ඔවුන් නැටුම් වලදී උපහාසයට ලක්වන බව. Anyway, the white slave owners derived immense delight in the best cakewalk dances, and they were offered a piece of cake as a prize. It was popular among black slaves as something very easy to obtain. So this is how the idiom a piece of cake came to be used among the speakers of English. It's an interesting story. That is the origin of the idiom a piece of cake. Let's discuss some examples. Example 1. They said that the test would be difficult, but it was only a piece of cake. ඔවුන් කිව්වා විභාගේ අමාරුයි කියලා. ඒ වුණාට හරිම පහසුයි. විභාගේ ගොඩක් ලේසි වුණා. They said that the test would be difficult, but it was only a piece of cake. The English test was a piece of cake. Another example. The English test was a piece of cake. ඉංග්‍රීසි විභාගේ හරිම පහසු එකක් වුණා. Number 3. Don't think that the term test will be a piece of cake. Don't think that the term test will be a piece of cake. හිතන්න එපා වාර විභාගේ ගොඩක් පහසු වෙයි කියලා. Next. I found that making noodles was a piece of cake. මම දැනගත්ත දේ තමයි noodles හදන එක හරිම ලේසි කියන එක. I found that making noodles was a piece of cake. Next. The game turned out to be a piece of cake for our team. The game turned out to be a piece of cake for our team. අපේ team එකට game එක හරි පාසු දෙයක් වුණා. Right, another example. Don't take your final exam serious. It is only a piece of cake. Don't take your final exam serious. ඔයාගේ අවසන් විභාගයේ ඕනවට වැඩිය serious බරපතල ලෙස ගන්න එපා. It is only a piece of cake. හරිම ලේසි. Next. Catching a mouse is a piece of cake for our cat. Catching a mouse is a piece of cake for our cat. අපේ පූසට මීයක් කලනවා කියන එක හරිම ලේසි දෙයක්. Catching a mouse is a piece of cake for our cat. It is a clever hunter. දක්ෂ දඩයක්කාරයෙක්. My brother said that the English paper was a piece of cake for him. My brother said that the English paper was a piece of cake for him. මගේ සහෝදරයා කිව්වා ඉංග්‍රීසි පස්ත පත්‍රය උට හරිම පහසුවක් කියලා. You have no trouble finding our house. It's a piece of cake. ඔයාට අමාරු නෑ අපේ ගේ හොයාගන්න එක. හරිම පහසුයි. You have no trouble finding our house. It's a piece of cake. My last example. It's a piece of cake. I'll teach you how to compose an email. It's a piece of cake. හරිම lazy. I'll teach you how to compose an email. email එකක් ලියා ගන්න හැටි මම ඔයාලට කියලා දෙන්නම්. හරිම පහසුයි. Well, it is a piece of cake. හරිම lazy. This idiom really is a piece of cake. Well, I hope that you learned another idiom from this video clip, and I'll definitely come back with another very soon.